So, hey, welcome back, everyone. Here's some of the things you're going to be doing to make yourself some money with ChatGPT. Now, this is super cool. It's over at openai.com. It's free, but I want to show you some of the things that you start asking it so it gives you a ton of good ways to start thinking about stuff, right? Now, okay, first thing I asked was explain first principles, right? You understand if you've heard Elon Musk talk about first principles, but if you dig into it, it gives you some insights that you then can use to leverage and make yourself some money. Now, my Monetize Your Lifers, you know what I'm talking about out there, right? If you've ever gone over to Monetize Your Life Academy and use the methods that I talk about, then it is now a new thing that we can then use to leverage and make ourselves some money. So, okay, first things first, you ask it a question and it spits out, hey, first principles thinking is this, that, and the other. And as you notice here, it just gives you some things that you can go, hey, wait a minute, I could use this. So breaking down a problem into its fundamental components, you can identify the root cause and look for creative solutions. Now, if you're leveraging the ideas behind first principles, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, but let's keep going. Then I said, well, what else? Then it starts dropping some really good stuff. Now, if you want to use these things for blog posts, I would use the ideation that you get from here and then expand on them, right? AI is AI. Google is trying already to, find AI written stuff and all that. So you might not want to use it wholesale, but think about the inspiration that you can get here. Take a look. Here are a few more ways in which first principle thinking can be used to improve your life, right? So this is something we're talking about. Look at this. How can explain first principles can be used to have a better life? Now, I've got all kind of different blogs. I've got self-improvement blogs. I've got business blogs. In a case like this, I would use this for my self-improvement blog. All right. So let's talk about this. Talk about setting goals and priorities. Okay. Some of the things you might go, okay, yeah, all right, Captain Obvious, I get it, right? But you might go, wait a minute, I didn't know number 2, or I didn't know number 3. What can I use to then leverage that out? Or you may see something that you go, wait a minute, could I create something here? Could I create a product? Could I create a service? Could I create and enhance something I'm already doing? That's the power of using ChatGPT from OpenAI to make yourself some money. Here it is. Okay, let's take a look at some other things. I says, hey, write a one-page movie script in the style of James Cameron, right? He just came out with the big thing, boom, 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 And I says, well, let's see in the style of James Cameron, and look what it did. Bam. So it is literally creating a movie script for you in the style of James Cameron. Now, I'm Randy Otterbridge. I says, hey, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books out there. More like, I think 8 or 9. But anyway, so I says, write in a style, a one-page outline in the book in my style, right? So it came out with something. It has already gone out there and found stuff that I use, stuff that I do, and then is writing a introduction for me. Look at this. The Art of Persistence. Introduction. Discuss the importance of persistence in achieving success. Provide examples of successful people who embody. So it's giving you prompts. It's telling you, do this, do that. Next one, chapter 1, overcome obstacles. It is leading you down a path that you can say, wait a minute, there's no such thing as writer's block anymore because I got my ChatGPT that's going to help me. I'm telling you, this is incredible simply because it encourages you. It walks alongside of you. You ask it a question and it does it, right? Now, let's go deeper. Right? What else would Randy Otterbridge say in this book? That's me. You right? Put your own name in there. Hey, it's saying this is who we think you are. This is what we're gonna think you might say, and it just goes deep. So I says, hey, wait a minute. I like some other folks. Write a blog article in the style of Seth Godin. All right. The power of choosing your own path is what it came up with. Look at this. Is this incredible stuff or what? This is the power of what you have in front of you. So let's go deeper than that. Let's get into some real good stuff. I says, hey, listen, who created Perry Mason books? What I'm doing here is warming it up a little bit. I'm saying, hey, Perry Mason was created by, first I wanted to see if it knew. Then it says Earl Stanley Gardner, but it's already kind of getting Earl Stanley Gardner in its mind, quote unquote. And it tells you that he wrote 150 novels, and it tells you that the way he did his thing. Then I says, okay, that's fine. Give me a book opening in the style of Earl Stanley Gardner. Now, wait what I tell you next and how I'm going to put some things together. It's going to blow your mind. Watch this. So it said, okay, cool. It starts doing stuff this way, Start writing in its style. And then I says, well, who is the most prolific author in the world? And it says it's difficult to determine who is the most prolific author in the world is. Depends on how you define prolific. I really kind of wanted that answer, right? And it talks about William Shakespeare. It talks about Agatha Christie. It talks about L. Ron Hubbard. It talks about James Patterson. All right. Now, it may give you a name that you hadn't known. I said, combine all of the styles of these authors and write 100 words. Did you see what I just did there? I combined the style of those authors. Now, I didn't read a lot of Perry Mason stuff, but I did read Earl Stanley Gardner stuff, but I did watch the shows. I don't know. Someone else that is skilled in that particular author can say, yep, that's their language. That's their style. But you see the power here. Putting things together, combining things. That's the whole definition of innovation. It is not doing something singularly necessarily or coming up with some brand new stuff. It is combining what's already there to innovate. That's what ChatGPT is going to also help you with. Now check this one out. All right. Who's the most prolific screenwriter? So you see what I'm doing here. It's helping you. You go deeper. It says Woody Allen. It says Paul Schrader. It says Eric Roth here. James R. Brooks. So what is your next question? Well, who is the best one? And then it says, well, it's subjective and, who is the best one is kind of up to somebody else. But that's the kind of answer that you want. Also, it says Aaron Sorkin, Quentin Tarantino, Charlie Kaufman. It says Diablo Cody. It gives you all these names. And then you go, well, can you write a script using all of their styles? And it says, sure can. And then it goes in and does it. But that becomes the inspiration. Your screenwriting, your book writing, your blog posting, all these different things, you are now using it. But let's go even deeper. Let's go and say, hey, listen, how can I think like Elon Musk? And it tells you, here are some of the things that Elon Musk does. Embrace failure, stay focused and persistent. This might be the very thing that you need to keep yourself on track that particular day. As you notice what I'm doing, I'm using ChatGPT, I'm creating a video, I'm being inspired. That becomes the opportunity for you. Instead of watching hours and hours of YouTube and Googling things and getting a million answers that you don't want, ChatGPT takes you right to what you're asking for. It cuts out all the fluff and it gives you inspiration. Is everyone out there seeing what I'm saying? Are you capturing this? Are you picking up the gold that I'm laying down here? This is how you can also use it. But okay, I ask it a deeper question because that's what we want to know. Hey, how can I make a whole bunch of money? How can I begin earning over $100,000 a month in net income? Reasonable question, right? Okay, great. It says there are many ways to earn a high income, and the specific steps you can take to achieve this goal will depend on your skills, your interests, and resources. Okay, again, thank you, Captain Obvious. We know this, but look at this: develop a high in demand skill. And it talks about ways you can do that. Start a business. Okay, we know that. Invest in real estate. Some other stuff you go, yeah, I can get that from Google. But it's just giving you a couple of things that you can do right now. You pick it up, you put it into play, you can make yourself some money. So I just kept going, right? So I'm spending some time with my AI. It's you and your AI making money, right? I think I got a website name, You and AI Making Money. So check that out when you get a chance. But look at this. What is the best business to start to earn that amount? So I'm asking it questions based on the answers it gave me before. And it says, hey, it's difficult to determine the best business to start in a specific amount of money, blah, blah, blah. But then it says, okay, do this. Identify a gap in the market. So now we're getting into predictive. A long time ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, I was thinking, man, I wish I had an AI that would help me predict what kind of business to start, what would be the best one. We now have it, and we have a chance to leverage it and use it to make ourselves some money. Are you seeing it, everyone? Everyone out there, if you're listening and you're seeing this on YouTube, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, all this good stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. It's up to you. But if you like this stuff, I'm going to be leaving links that you can go deeper because I'm going to be just stripping this thing of all the gold and just sharing it with you. All right, now here it is. Create a business plan for a juice and smoothie business. I happen to own a smoothie and juice business. So I says, okay, great. Here it is. It comes out and it even gives you a name, Fresh Squeeze, right? And it says a little bit of the market analysis. Now, it doesn't go deep, but you can ask it continued questions. I says, okay, that's fine. I see what you did here, but I need you to give me some numbers. And look what it did. Bam. Startup costs. Assume that your startup cost is going to be $2,500 a month in rent, $10,000 for equipment, blah. It starts giving you numbers. Now, this is what is so fantastic about ChatGPT and being able to use this in this particular manner. It then says, hey, this is what's happening. Total cost. Here's what minus 18,000. It tells you what it could possibly look like. Total revenues, total cost, your first months, your first years, all that kind of stuff is possible. But let's keep going. I got a friend that is in the help people come in re-entering society space, right? So she's in that space, and I says, well, how is it possible to end recidivism? And I wanted to see what it said, and boom, did it ever deliver. Look at this. By ending recidivism. Now, this is someone I coach that is in this space. Now I'm asking deeper questions of my AI so that I can send her information that could help her. Are you seeing it? Now you have your consulting. You have your agency that you are the person that people come to. You ask your AI the questions. They don't have time for it. Now, of course, they can go around you and says, well, hey, we can do that ourselves. Well, that's fine. You can do that, but you may not know the right question to ask. You may not know how to bundle those things together. But you see here, if you can go fast, then you can be out there making money before everybody else gets turned on to ChatGPT, right? It's going to become the Google of everything else, I believe. And eventually people are going to just be on their phones. They're going to be talking to ChatGPT all the time. But you get a head start, you can make yourself some money. Are you seeing what I'm talking about here? Now, let's talk about this one. I got a friend of mine that's in the AI space. He says, well, my AI talks to other AIs. And I thought, wait a minute, can that happen? Can two AIs talk to each other? It says, yes, it's possible. And I had read about a AI that does that, right? They just go back and forth and talk to each other. But can you imagine what you can create if you can do that like on a high level? Oh my gosh, right? You seeing there's gold that's dropping now. Are you seeing the gold that's dropping and being able to say to yourself, oh, MG, I want to pick this gold up? There it is, right? Now, it talks about it. Boom. I says, hey, who was Neurolinguistic Programming founded by? And it says, hey, these guys, and I knew who they were, but now you start saying, okay, speak to me using Neurolinguistic Programming style, right? That's a form of hypnotic way to say certain words to get action, blah, 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 right? And I says, okay, create a hypnosis script to stop procrastinating. What do a lot of people suffer from right now is procrastination, not getting stuff done, not following through. And I says, well, use this neurolinguistic programming style to create a hypnosis script, right? First, I want to use it on myself so I don't procrastinate at all. And it writes it out. Are you kidding me right now? Now, let's stop for a second and let that sink in. What's possible. Now, you can see yourself spending time doing this and then taking that time that you spent and what you've created and now taking it, creating a bundle, a package or something like that, and then being out there making money with it. Are you seeing it? If you don't see it, then, well, you might just be lost. But okay, let's go further. Here's a hypnotic script. It's like beautiful. You print that out and now you have it for yourself. Right. And I says, okay, continue. It stopped here. See yourself taking. And it says, well, continue. And it says, see yourself. And it continued as if it had stopped itself. Each step with confidence and clarity and feel a sense of accomplishment and progress as you move forward. See yourself taking each step with confidence. It is using neurolinguistic programming to create a hypnosis script for yourself. And if you want to help others, for others as well. You can charge for that. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it now? I know you hear it. But are you seeing it? Next thing is, can you do something? Here's what we want to show you next. I said, go deeper with adding anchors. It's okay, sure. Here's a revised hypnosis script that includes the use of anchors to help individuals overcome procrastination using neurolinguistic programming. All right. I could stop right there or I can continue on and share this with you. I think I'm going to make this a longer video so that you can see exactly what's happening here and feel the power of what's happening. Now, I see a whole bunch of people on YouTube talking about, ChatGPT and the way they're using it and all that kind of stuff. But I'm telling you, if you're hearing it from my channel and you're hearing it from me, you can use it in these other ways. Check it out. All right, that says, okay, create a QR code for this script. And it says, I can't do that. I'm unable to create a QR code for this hypnosis script as I am a text-based language model and do not have the ability to generate QR codes and other visual elements. I thought, oh man, that's unfortunate, right? This is this is going to be a negative for it. But then I said, well, maybe I'm asking the wrong question. And guess what? I was. So I says, what is a QR code? What is the code to create a QR code script, right? And it says, well, there's no specific code. It starts giving me some blah, blah, blah. I says, okay, create a PHP script for a QR code. Ask the right question. And look what it did. Here's a basic PHP script that you can use to generate a QR code. Now, I haven't tested it yet, but the point is I asked the right question and it gives you the right answer. This script, and then it says this script uses the QR code generator. All right. And it tells you the one it uses to generate a QR code image based on the data you specify. The size, error correction level, and margin size of the QR code can be also customized. That's the power, everyone. And I says, well, you know what? Let's continue on. I says, who is Neil Patel and his net worth? So he goes into Neil Patel. I like Neil Patel. So I'm like, I want to find out more about him. And it says, hey, look, this is what it does. Now, I didn't have to go to Google and sort and sift through all kinds of stuff. It tells me right there. Bam. Right. And I says, create a blog post like him. I love Neil Patel's blog post. And it does just what I ask it to do. 5 tips for boosting your SEO. They knew he was an SEO person. And they says, well, okay, from what I know of Neil Patel, I will create a blog post for you like what he does. Beautiful. Look at this. Here's what I did next. Now, this is a longer video, like I said, but here's what I did next. I went to one of my key word tools and I was looking up a particular product because I saw that it was trending up. And I think I might have got this from Exploding Topics or something like that. But, you start looking at, and here's another way you can use it. You start looking at what's trending up and you start saying, well, okay, let me see if that's sellable is a keyword. Maybe I can go source it, do a little drop shipping, whatever it is. And I said, well, first things first, let's see if I can go get the words on this trending topic. And I think it was getting like 18,000 searches a month, something crazy, right? And I says, okay, cool. I had never heard about anxiety dog beds or beds for dogs that are anxious. I hadn't heard of that, right? But hey, I don't care. This is how you make money. You start off to find out if anybody's searching for this stuff. And then you go out and grab that particular item, all right? See if you can create a service, and then you're going to go grab the offer, and then you want to put some words to maybe a page to get some organic traffic, and then or send it via ads. But first things first, I says, well, let me just go ahead and get the keywords. I put them all in here. Watch this. And then I said, create a 250 word article using these keywords. And bam, it says, are you looking for the best dog bed to help alleviate anxiety in your furry friend? Now I can check whether or not this script has checked off all the boxes using the words that I put in here, because I can check it to see if it used them all, right? I could take the whole article and I put it back in to this particular one that I use. Now, this is a keyword tool that I use that is different than Ahrefs, that's different than SEMrush, that don't cost nearly as much as those. But then it can also tell me, yep, you checked off all the boxes. This thing should rank based on what kind of articles are ranking. Do you see what I'm doing here? And the power, I've asked all kinds of different questions, went around the block asking this, that, and the other to help me with this, help me with that. You could spend the day doing this and create massive amounts of content, get it out there, get it ranking, get traffic to your site, put up offers on your site, and make yourself some money. Now, for my Monetize Your Lifers, you know what I'm talking about. You know I'm the Monetize Your Life guy. I claim to be that. This is a way you can monetize your life. And then when you put these things in place with some of the other stuff I talk about on ways to monetize your life, even when I'm over at the Monetize Your Life Academy and all that stuff, when I'm talking about that, this is the kind of thing that is at the forefront. Something that comes up in your life that you are curious about. That's something that you say, hey, this is a problem. I want to solve it. You then turn it into a way to monetize it and monetize your life and make money. This is it. Look at this. Came up with some good stuff. And I says, okay, tell me more on this. I says, tell me more on this. And it says, well, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, but I'm not sure. You are asking for more information on. Could you please clarify more about anti-anxiety dog beds? And then it gives you more. And then I said, and what else? And then it goes into more. And then I said, say go deeper, and then it gives you more. Do you see what's possible here? If you're not seeing what's possible here, I'm going to leave a link somewhere in the description field, or if you're hearing this somewhere, I'll make sure that I leave links for you that you can go to some areas that I have created that goes even deeper, shows you even more about how to use ChatGPT to make yourself some money. I hope this has helped. Let's talk again in the next video.